Oh. 10 days till men's retreat? Thought I'd never say it. Sold out! 336 guys signed up?
Yep.
336. We only have room for 320, so this is going to be fun. Well, it's that magic moment where we get to do another podcast. What is this, number 10, 11, 12, 13? When we get to 100, we'll figure it out. Then this morning, we are pulling no punches. We have with us an ex-student of mine from my youth ministry, an ex-Timothy who came through a Timothy adventure just right out of, I think, college. None other than one of the infamous through our youth ministry, Jason Thigpen. Good morning, my brother.
Hey, good morning.
Great to have you sitting in the seat of the podcast. Better than that, it's been so good to see you through Dawn Patrol the last couple of years.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
And watching you become a man. I watched you in different stages of your life. Met you when you just told us today, 15.
Yep.
How did I meet you? When was the first time we met?
Oh, gosh. Was up at the Rock.
Yeah.
Kind of just went up there.
As a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Looking for girls?
Pretty much.
Yep.
With some friends, and then enjoyed the craziness, the circus of it. Figured out who God was, and towards the end of that high school experience, wanting to have more of a relationship with him.
Yeah. Now, for those that don't know, the Rock was a liquor store that we converted in another church into an off-site youth facility. Every Tuesday night we did craziness. I can't get away from the circus thing, Kyle. But it was amazing what God does through that chaos.
Yeah, it was chaos. It was a lot of motion, but God was definitely there.
Yeah, and everybody came out different. Everybody, all of us, leaders, students, all of us came back different. I remember the night at winter camp when Troy Salmons followed you out of the chalet into the snow with his snowshoes. And that was a big night for you.
Yeah, it was cold.
Cold. Midnight you came back in. You were running from God, and you wrestled deeply that weekend. I'll never forget that.
That was that experience has just been like seared in my brain.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'll never forget it.
Really?
Never forget it.
Good.
One of the first times I came to Dawn Patrol, Troy was here.
No way.
Yeah, you guys were praying for Troy.
That's right. He's going back to Africa.
Yep.
Wow. Look how God brings people. That's how heaven's going to be. Remember? Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, he followed. Thigpen ran out of the building. It was a big night. I remember. I'll never forget it. Spiritually, big night. And it was really doing a lot of work and a lot of deep crevices in all of our hearts. And Thigpen got spooked and ran out the back door. And me being a competent pastor saw him in the dark, in the snow. Remember that? Was like a El Nino year where like the heaters.
That was like a blizzard.
Blizzard. And Troy Salmons, who I says, Troy, why are you bringing snowshoes to a youth camp? Puts on the snowshoes and tracks them. Amazing. Then you show up in our Timothy group, which was really fun. That was a great group. That was the first one I'd ever done.
Yep.
And so now, married 2 years.
4.
4 years. How many chilies?
4 kids.
Yeah, and ages.
1, 3, 13, 15.
And all girls.
All girls.
That's so good. It's so good. The Lord brings him to the Rock so he can find girls. Now he's raising them. Full circle.
I always knew I'd be surrounded by beautiful women. It's just
yeah.
Didn't think it would be in this context. But I'm happy for it. It's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love.
A lot of love. You're doing great. I just from a distance watching you guys travel, show up, which is a very stressful thing, coming to church.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Getting out of the house.
Trying to get out.
And 1 year old and the whole thing. And it's such a joy. You got a great wife.
I do.
Yeah. I can't believe. I always say this, but really, she's a smart girl. And chose Jason. That's because you're a good dude.
Thank you.
You got a lot going for you. How's your dad? Stepdad?
Stepdad is good. He's putting my 2 younger brothers through college. So he's stressed out.
Yeah. That'll do it.
But, he's excited because he's becoming an empty nester.
Right.
So he's got plans.
Wow. The empty nesting plans.
Yeah.
Risky. Kiddies at home, risky because they always find a way back to the house. Risky to make those plans. Is he going to travel? Retire?
I think it's just spending time with my mom.
Okay, good. Great lady, your mom.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She is good. Also, she's just started her own little career after raising my younger brothers for
Okay.
8
So they're in a
years
great
now.
season of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new season to them.
New season, yeah. It's great memories with Thigpen. Kyle, racing onto Redwood Christian soccer field during a girls' practice where they were preparing to play Valley Christian. Me and Jerry Lester in tutus, my daughter's tutus, and my daughter was like 5, 7 maybe. Running onto the soccer field with Terry Crews, her first mission trip, filming the whole thing because I was going to invite both soccer clubs to the Rock that night. We run onto the field, me and Thigpen, steal the ball during practice. Bob Jovino on the sidelines with his big hat. What would you call it?
Fedora.
A fedora.
Bear Bryant hat.
Bear Bryant hat. Me and Thigpen in pink tutus, streaking across the field, steal the ball.
Streaking.
No, we had the tutus. Running, blazing. The old guy and Thiggy steal the ball, back and forth dribble. Thiggy, I set him up, and he scores on the goalie, who I think was Nikisha Williams, the goalie. Who's the goalie?
I have no recollection.
It was fantastic. That, my friends, is what we call ministry. Good stuff. Bob Jovino didn't say a word, ever.
He didn't need to. You felt it.
You felt it.
You felt it.
And so then we did the smart thing and booked it out of there.
It's just left.
Yeah, I love Bob Jovino. Hey, so Dawn Patrol, good to have you with us. You have been journeying through this series, Chill. Last couple weeks you were there. What today stands out to you as a great moment, a great word from the Lord, or a great big idea? What did the Lord speak to your heart this morning?
Contentment is kind of what we talked about, and being a man, being a provider of a family now in this stage of life is hard to be content in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why? Talk about that.
The mentality of keeping up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How new is your car? How new are your clothes? How new are your kids' clothes?
That kids thing, that's got to be brutal.
Yeah. How big's your house?
Mm-hmm.
Where is your house? Things of that nature is all just trying to have more, get more.
Now, I don't see you as a greedy person. I don't see you as a prideful person. And how old are you?
I'm 34 now.
So, but that reality exists and is the drumbeat of being 34 and having 4 kids in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not something, it's an internal struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big one, but it's
there. It's there.
It's there. It's nagging at you. And I feel like it more with having a family now. Because before by myself, I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care what
You're a
other
free
people
bird.
think.
Yeah, you're a free bird.
But, just trying to provide for my family and have not just things, but, nice things that the family needs, not just wants.
It would be good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the choices.
Yeah.
It's
a lot.
Social media raising children, I think, would have consumed me. With how everybody else's kids are cute and what they're doing and what we're doing and all that. Must be like unbelievable pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With social media, all you get is the highlight reel.
Highlight, sure.
So it's trying to keep that in mind. But
yeah.
To go back to what you said, just trying to be content with what God has given me.
Mm-hmm. He's given you so much too.
Yeah.
When you step back and look.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What's the challenge in that for you? To find contentment in what God's already given you, not what's yet to come.
Oh gosh. I think having attitude of thankfulness and gratefulness daily,
moment by moment.
Yeah, more than just daily. It's just moment by moment
Mm-hmm.
is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It was a conversation my wife and I just had because we're buying our first little home, and it's a small home.
Yep.
And we're super excited, and I forget who her or my parents were saying, well, this is a great starter home. What about your next home?
Right. Yep. That's how it goes.
Oh my gosh.
That's
next
how it
one.
goes. Yep. You're just trying to get into the first one.
Exactly.
That needs the roof or something.
Exactly.
That you don't know yet.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to need everything, brother. Welcome to the planet.
So yeah, just trying to be content in the little things, the big things.
Yeah. Moment by moment. I like that. I like that you're a thinker Always have. He's always kind of, really, what's the deal in answering that question and finding the. I thought this Trader Joe's story was very profound. We're in Philippians chapter 4, verses 11 through 13, one of the most familiar scriptures in the New Testament, and finding contentment in all things, and knowing that Christ in me makes all that possible, because it's a supernatural thing to be content in all things. Just catching the kiddies up at home on what we were covering. But the Trader Joe's story is, I'm holding some of the greatest groceries on the planet in my hand, complaining about the person in front of me because they're trying to cheat in the shortcut line. That is manhood at its highest level, because we're racing towards the next thing and not stopping and pausing, especially in the Bay Area, for the thing that God's placed right in our hands. And so how are you planning to, 34 years old, signing papers this afternoon on his first home, planning to apply what you heard from the Lord today in contentment in your life, your busy life, with 4 girls at home, 5 girls at home, my goodness, and a girl dog.
This is true. Oh gosh.
As an example, one thing.
Kind of what we talked about towards the end was not having an eternal view, and just trying to be mindful of having an eternal view of small things, realizing things when they are just a duck, and just
let it go,
letting it go.
No eternal value whatsoever.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is just from the Lord. This is just brand new. In those small things, how we react is eternal. If we let those things, those little nests, those little ducks, if you were Dawn Patrol a month ago, you heard the duck story where people fighting over a duck in a field, which is just a duck. How we choose to react does have eternal consequences. When our kids see us prickly for that season of life, or fake this way with one group and that way with another group, or always wound up and stressed over what they know instinctively is just a duck, that does have eternal consequences, in the relationships. Yeah, total. That just hit me. Even the ducks have eternal consequences. Love to tell the duck story, but we don't have time for that. How much time do we have left, Kyle? I forgot to hit my clock.
We're at 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Big Pen, let me ask you, 34 years old, 5 girls at home, very professional. I'm very proud of you. What is bringing you life today? What do you go, that's life-giving? As a 34-year-old father, worker, provider, what gives you life? Could be a show. It could be something big. It could be something deep.
The joy of children. Being the little ones, just
on the floor with them.
Yeah. The joy they have over silly things.
Silly stuff.
Yeah, just that gives me life. It gives me excitement and joy.
Brings you home.
Yeah.
You're excited to come home to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. 1-year-old. What's her name?
Rebecca Gray.
So cute with the binky. Was she crying when we saw her Sunday?
Yeah.
Why was she crying?
It was nap time.
Nap time. Added to the joys of coming to church. Added to the joys. Well, give us one closing thought on how you are planning to progress through a very exciting day where you sign papers on your first home. What's in your heart? Signing your papers on your first home. What's going through your heart?
A little bit of fear, a little bit of scared of the unknown, excitement, just a mix of emotions. Just really, I'm all over the place right now.
Yep. Just as someone who's lived a little bit long, you should be scared to death. You are overpaying, and it's not worth it. And you get to work for 30 years for this thing that you're gonna resent at times. But honestly, your attitude and how you're approaching all of it is going to be perfect. And it's such a beautiful little home with your beautiful little family. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And now he's going to lead. He's praying about leading, co-leading, or hosting a Timothy group in the fall. So exciting. So I could tell so many stories about you and our Timothy group. But I won't. Thigpen, you're not coming to camp this year.
Not this year.
Because you just purchased a home. You have no money.
This is correct.
And time. Right? You get all that.
Oh yeah.
Is it only money?
It's both.
Okay.
My wife works weekends.
So. Okay. Oh yeah, she's a nurse.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Next year maybe.
Yeah.
Can't bring the girls because it's a man's retreat.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah. Next week, it's the Brotherhood. We're closing out the book of Philippians, the Chill series, with a message entitled The Brotherhood. And church on Sunday, 8, 9:30, and 11. Men's retreat sold out. But we have 300 spots for 2019, May 3 and 5. 381 days left to sign up for that. God bless you. See you next Wednesday.